Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to another KSP Wiki campaign. And we just finished the space race with the first Kerbal in space, the first satellite in space, and the first Kerbal to go around the world 11 times, or in our case, like 7.5. In this tutorial, we will be launching several satellites. In fact, we will be focusing just on satellites. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 missions. But 8 satellites. So, what we're going to do is, the very first one is we are going to launch the OrbitSat, or the orbital satellite. It's a self-sustaining test satellite into a 300-kilometer circularized orbit. Now we're talking. Now's when stuff starts getting fun, I guess. First, let's go new. We will be launching the... It's a orbital satellite, so we want something kind of small. And we want to get ready for remote tech as well. So we're going to use the Probitobodyne OKTO2, which is this little bitty computerized piece here. And it's going to be a kind of a smaller satellite, I think. So the way we want to do this is going to be the centerpiece. And we have to let me find it. Okay, we can use RCS thrusters. The final periapsis and apoapsis must be between 300 and 301 kilometers. So, let me see here. The RCS thrusters are kind of it's a very, very good resource. And what we want to do is we want to put the RCS thrusters near the bottom of the craft. That's all it's going to have is RCS thrusters. It's not going to have any kind of go-go juice or nothing like that. It's all going to be based on the rocket itself. So I want the RCS thruster, not that one. So a little RCS thruster. And I want the smallest things possible, which are going to be these. And I don't think I want 4 of them. I think I only want 3. And then the satellite itself, I'm going to set up like this. So I have this one here. And then I want... Actually, I want these like that. And I want 4 things setting out like that. And then 1 in the middle. Which is bad because they don't snap. There we go, snaps. There we go. That's basically our satellite. One more thing I do want to add on here is I want to take this off. And I want to add on a battery. Decent sized battery, so I can take this and add on a little bit bigger of an RCS thruster since the battery is so big. And I can put on 4 of these now. Okay, and then on the edges of these I want to put on the Communitron 88, I think. Yeah, we'll use that one. The Communitron 88. So I want to set these. It's not going to let me do it the way I want it. And actually, I want these to set on top. Let me open one up real quick. And that'll depict where I have it set. Could set them all right here. Let's set a structural device up top like so. Cool if I could get them all working out right there, but that's not going to work. I'd have to set them out further. I could set them all up there like that. Let's retract. Oh no, wait, I need that to be extended. And then I need satellites. And the way I want these satellites to be set is like this. Because when this is extended, I can't extend it here. No, because it'll go through these. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. Maybe up higher. There we go. How about that? Then I can set my satellites now. Dang it, I just had it over there. Like that right there. And up here in the middle, we can take this off. I want 4 of these things to be set like that. It's pretty insane for just this. I'm gonna need another one of these. And that weighs about 3,000 or 4,312 grams, or 4.3 ton. Yeah, so 4,000 grams is, or 1,000 grams is a ton. So that's insane. That's going to be one heavy satellite to put into space. So instead of like this, how about I set... See, I don't need that much. That's the problem. I need one of these to send and the rest of them to receive. So I don't need it to be built like that. That's kind of overdoing it, I think. Let me grab a bunch of these, stack them on top of each other. Probably not that many. But I only need one of these. And that one's going to be the sender. This is a receiver. Like so. And then I need satellites. like that. Trying to think what else I might need. I wonder if we have any lights. I mean, I know we do, but I think they're really big and clunky. And I can't remember how to find them. Oh, here they are. I don't like how they pivot. The Illuminator. Yeah, that'll work. So let's go ahead and take off about this amount. We can strap this back to that. There is our satellite. The orbital satellite. And actually, I don't even need that much. Like, I don't even need those. Like, I'm going way out there. Like, I really don't need that many. Two solar panels is fine. And then, I mean, that should be fine right there. I don't need that much power either. Like, if we want to keep this as small as possible, let's use the ZK200s, and we'll just put 3 of them on there. 4 of these satellites here, or 4 of those. That way I don't even need that. Just pop these down there. And then I can use the smallest RCS thruster I can find with... I can't believe this is the smallest one that I got. 4 of these. And that is our satellite. The very next thing that we're going to have to use is going to be a decoupler, or in this case, a stack separator. And the reason why I like these is because it ejects this away and down, and all you have to do is change this down to about 20%, because we're going to be in a stable orbit when we do this. I can't remember what number we're on. We're on number 9. So we'll save this as 009. We are on Age of Satellites. And this is the OrbitSat. Save that. And then the engine, or the tank, or not the tank, but we need another... Let's do another probodobodyne down at the bottom of this. We're going to use this fairing here. Will come up, and then we'll come up like that. And we are at 616, 1.4 ton. So that's a big difference than what we was at. And now we need this here is going to get us into orbit. We're going to use that there, as well as the spark, maybe? See, that'll give us a minute of burn time. The spark will give us 5 minutes, but it's going to be really, really low. We'll stick with the Terrier. We want a decoupler. The next piece we need is, we want 2 of these. And the engine we're going to use for this is going to be the swivel. Now the fun part. Okay, so this will get us into space, but it won't get us to where we need to be. So I had the developers at KSC come up with a new development here, and it is the radial decoupler. And what this is going to be used for is we're going to use 2 of them, or well, we're going to start with 2 of them down here at the bottom like that. And we're going to use another big fuel tank like that there. Strap that on like that. And then we're going to use the LVT 30s. Might want to lower this down some. There we go. Use some aerodynamics. And let's use a strut to add a little bit of extra support from here to here. And from here to here. And then we're going to copy this, and we're going to place it right about there. It's a little low. Throw those away. Those things aren't even on it all the way. There we go. Alt click those. And we want to place them right about there. There we go. That's about even. Now we're going to talk about asparagus staging. What asparagus staging is you're going to go to the fuel tanks and go to the external fuel duct. And what you're going to do is you're going to start with, let's see, we're going to fly east. So we want to get rid of these first. So we want to attach a fuel duct from there to this one here. And what's going to happen is while they're firing, the fuel is going to come down and into the engine and fire, but it's also going to come down and pass so that this one always stays full. And then we want to do the same thing from here to here. Okay. And then we need some extra struts for some added support. Just go from there to there. Well, let's attempt to make it look a little bit better than that. From there to, say, there. And from there to, say, there. Do the same thing with these. I mean, looks do mean something. I mean, there we go. Okay, and now I'm going to also add in launch stabilizers. And you want to be careful about these because whenever you click on it, you want to make sure that this one actually attaches to this rocket and not to this rocket. I've killed many a Kerbals that way. And it's just like a glitch or something that happens. And then we want to select our Probodobodyne and lower it down. Right about there. Let's save that. Now we can set up staging. So we want these to be together. We want all rockets to fire at the same time. The ones that we want to decouple first is this one here. And then we want these to decouple. And then we want that one to fire. Yeah, we want this one to fire with these, so it stays full all the time, but also is helping. Then we want that one to decouple, and this one to fire, and then that one's good, and then that one will decouple. The next thing we need to do is set up our action groups, and our action groups will be 1, and we will activate all of these. Let's go ahead and click that over. We want to activate all of these, so toggle panels, and we want to activate the Airstream thingamajigger, and then we will also activate this. Now let's not toggle the 88. Okay. And we are ready for launch. So let's save that and let's give it a whirl. Okay, so we have kind of went away from the whole mission thing, what we're supposed to use and what we're not. But sometimes you have to do that, I think, on here. Okay, so the whole goal here is to get into a 100-kilometer parking orbit. I don't know how well that's going to work, but okay. Let's go SAS and full throttle and launch. We're going to try to turn to about 5 degrees to get away from there. Just 5 degrees because these are going to decouple first. As you can tell, they highlight green, which is kind of nice. I didn't even know it did that. Those decouple. Now we can spin it over just a little bit more. Not too much though. We want to watch our apoapsis. Okay, now we need to start kind of banking over to about 45 degrees, but very slowly, because if you go too fast, your rocket will tip over like it's doing right now. There it went. Oh, that's cool. It's not even going to attempt to face towards it. So we need to abandon. So we need to go up further. I mean, it'll make it. That I have no doubt. We find number 9, the orbital satellite launch. I have no doubt that it'll make it. I just have to do it a little bit different than the rest of them. 5 degrees over, so I can clear the launching area. But this time we need to raise our apoapsis even higher than we did this last time before we turn. First ones are decoupled, and they are falling back to Kerbin. And that one's probably going to hit over there somewhere. So we can bank just a little bit more. We don't want to go too much though. And the next stage will release. We will continue going upwards. And we want to get this up to 100 kilometers. So we can go ahead and pop over to about 45. And once we get over to 101 kilometers, we need to go ahead and set our... We'll use our maneuver node to bring this over. And we'll pop them around. That's 100, 111, 104, 99. That should be okay. And then we can tell him to aim towards our maneuver node. So we'll tell SAS to move over that way. And we have a minute to get there, so he has plenty of time. I should have put another thing on there. And we can go ahead and hit 0. Or 1. To pop everything out. So now we have our awesome satellite already working for us. I hope those things won't hit that. They shouldn't, but I think it'd be neat if this would turn and hit that would break. But I do wish that we had... Like, this tank isn't even empty. For some reason, it's turning more than it should be. Turn RCS on. Fast forward a little bit. Let's start the burn. We have quite a burn to do. SAS really isn't working very good right now. Our height is lowering, which is not good. Should have started the burn before this. There is no roll. We are, however, should be able to get this just fine. Once I release this off, it'll move a lot faster. Which I'll probably do so that this will go back to Earth, or back to the planet. Oh, well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Let's go ahead and get the apoapsis up to about 300. So let's get rid of this one here. We will have some debris. So let's take the apoapsis out to 300. It's 350, 310. Trying to get it about right. 293. Wrong way. 299. 307. That's fine. Let's go all the way around. Da, 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 da. 22, 21, 20. And instead of paying attention to the map, I'm going to watch this thing. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, 2 minutes even. I will go ahead and turn SAS on. Tell him to face towards that. Or well, towards the prograde. We've only got a 2-second burn here, so got to keep this light. And SAS isn't even working for me anymore, so that's good to know. Take this up to 300. Okay, there, that's good. Turn off RCS and SAS. Let's go around to the apoapsis. Add a maneuver node. Take away the maneuver node because we already screwed it up. And we will take the periapsis out to 300. Or 301. Well, we'll take this up to 300, take this up to 301. Turn RCS thrusters on. Can actually roll with the RCS thrusters, which is nice. And an easy way to stop it from spinning is by fast forwarding. That's just a little, I don't know if it's a glitch or what it is, but helps out a lot. Let's go around to the dark side of Kerbin. Welcome to the dark side. Yes, I just went there. 3, 2, 1 minute. And stop. Okay. So now we want the periapsis to be at 300 as well. So let's do a slow burn. Probably go a little bit faster than that. Let's see, 270, 280, 290. Let's see if I can get him to focus on this. Oh. 306. So our periapsis is at 300. So what we need to do now is raise our periapsis up just a little bit more, and we'll do that by aiming out. Nope, that's going to take us down. There, that'll take our periapsis out. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to make another maneuver node here and decrease this. Decrease the apoapsis down to 300. So let's come around. Here. And fast forward. We can fast forward a little bit faster now because we're so far away. Turn it on retrograde. And we can burn. Now, crap. Let's turn this all the way around. Too far, too far. Let's do a slow burn until we get there. We're at 302. Where are you going? Okay, this SAS module sucks. Come on. It's like never gonna get there. So let's go to retrograde. Burn on that some. Okay, and then on the apoapsis here, because this is at 299 and this is at 301, so what I can do is I can prograde this. So let's fast forward until I get around there. And then I need to prograde to get to... No, that's perfect. 300, 301. Okay, so I need to release my decoupler. And let's change the name of this to OrbitSat. And he's good to go. Let's change to this. Change the name to the OrbitSat probe. And I'm going to classify it as debris right now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off SAS. And the only problem is that the only way I'm going to be able to get this back is by boosting and going. So I have to wait a little while. I think that'll work, because he's a little bit faster than I am, so if I can... And I have no electric charge. That is amazing. No electric charge means free orbit. Fun stuff. Okay, well, that's it. I'll go back to the Space Center. That's already classified as debris, so that's fine. So that's it for that mission. So I'm going to go back to the menu and exit the game real quick. And that's it for the OrbitSat. The next 3 missions I'm going to attempt to do at the same exact time. I'll explain in the next video. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.